There is a moment in every Grand Theft Auto game when the world truly opens up, when the city stops feeling like a backdrop and starts feeling like a living place. GTA 6 is built entirely around that moment. From the very beginning, the game pulls players into a world that never sleeps, never pauses, and never forgets. This is not just a playground for chaos, but a carefully crafted universe where every action leaves a trace and every decision shapes what comes next. GTA 6 introduces players to a setting that feels both familiar and unsettlingly real. The cities pulse with energy, crowded streets filled with movement, noise, and unpredictability. Skyscrapers loom overhead while neon signs flicker against rain-soaked pavement. Outside the urban core, quieter regions breathe with a different rhythm, where long highways stretch endlessly and small towns hide secrets behind closed doors. The contrast between these spaces creates a sense of scale that makes the world feel vast and alive, encouraging exploration not through objectives, but through curiosity. At the center of this world is a story driven by human ambition. GTA 6 focuses on characters who are not defined solely by crime, but by survival in a system that rewards risk and punishes weakness. These characters exist in a world shaped by money, influence, and power, where every opportunity comes with a price. As their paths cross and diverge, players experience a narrative that unfolds naturally, shaped by choice rather than strict direction. The story doesn't rush to its conclusion. It breathes, allowing moments of tension, reflection, and consequence to settle in. The way players interact with the world in GTA 6 has evolved dramatically. Actions are no longer isolated events, but part of a larger system. Commit a crime, and the city responds not just immediately, but over time. Neighborhoods become hostile or wary, law enforcement adapts its tactics, and reputation begins to matter. The world remembers what you do, and that memory influences future encounters in subtle but meaningful ways. This persistent awareness transforms simple gameplay into long-term strategy. Combat in GTA 6 feels more intense and deliberate. Every confrontation carries weight, encouraging players to think before acting. Cover matters, positioning matters, and rushing headfirst into danger is no longer always the best option. Gunfights feel grounded and dangerous, reinforcing the idea that violence has consequences. This shift creates tension in every encounter, making victories feel earned and failures feel personal. Heists return in GTA 6, but they are more complex and immersive than ever before. Planning becomes just as important as execution. Players must gather information, choose the right approach, and adapt when the unexpected happens. No plan survives contact with reality, and the game embraces that truth fully. When things go wrong, players must improvise, turning mistakes into opportunities or suffering the fallout of poor decisions. Each heist becomes a story in itself, unique to the choices made along the way. Driving through the world of GTA 6 is an experience built on realism and immersion. Vehicles respond to speed, damage, and terrain in ways that make every chase unpredictable. A reckless escape through crowded streets feels chaotic and dangerous, while a quiet drive at night offers moments of calm reflection. Customization allows players to build a connection with their vehicles, turning them into more than tools, but extensions of identity within the world. What truly elevates GTA 6 is its dynamic environment. Time passes naturally, weather changes unexpectedly, and daily routines unfold whether the player is watching or not. A sudden storm can disrupt traffic, alter visibility, and change how missions play out. A peaceful morning can turn tense as the city wakes up and fills with movement. These details create a sense of authenticity that keeps players grounded in the moment. Sound design reinforces this immersion at every turn. The city speaks through distant sirens, overheard conversations, footsteps echoing in alleyways, and music drifting from passing cars. Radio stations once again serve as cultural mirrors, blending music, satire, and commentary into a soundtrack that reflects the world's identity. These audio layers create emotional texture, making every moment feel intentional and alive. Online elements in GTA 6 are expected to expand the experience beyond solo play without breaking immersion. Instead of feeling separate, multiplayer interactions exist within the same evolving world. Players share events, compete for influence, and create stories driven by real interactions. The boundaries between single-player and online experiences blur, allowing the world to feel persistent and shared rather than segmented. GTA 6 also continues the franchise's tradition of sharp social commentary. Through exaggerated characters, media satire, and environmental storytelling, the game reflects modern society with a critical eye. Themes of excess, ambition, technology, and power are woven seamlessly into the experience, encouraging players to question the systems they navigate. Humor and critique coexist, offering entertainment while subtly challenging the player's perspective. As the story progresses, GTA 6 becomes less about reaching an ending and more about living within the journey. The city evolves alongside the player, shaped by success, failure, and everything in between. Relationships shift, opportunities rise and fall, and the consequences of earlier choices echo long into the future. This sense of continuity transforms the game into an ongoing narrative rather than a linear path. The anticipation surrounding GTA 6 speaks to the legacy of the franchise. Few games have shaped the industry as profoundly, and even fewer continue to redefine themselves with each release. GTA 6 stands as a reflection of how far gaming has come and where it is headed next. It is a world designed not just to be played, but to be experienced, explored, and remembered. In the end, GTA 6 is about freedom in its truest form. Freedom to explore, to choose, to fail, and to redefine your path. It invites players into a living world that responds, adapts, and evolves, offering stories that are never exactly the same twice. When the lights fade and the city stretches out before you, GTA 6 doesn't just ask you to play, it dares you to live inside it.